Okay, video update. I started digging into the wiring to replace the old cracked and this is bad. It's all dry rotted. And so here is your 6-pin cable, which goes out to your Leslie or your tone cabinet or whatever you want to call it. I don't want to get shunned on by the Hammond snobs, but here's your power, which comes down through the bottom there. So I've traced it back, and I taught myself or learned or figured out with my multimeter that these 2 points right here, this is your white, which will be your neutral, and your black goes here. And I'm going to assume that this is like old school power distribution. And it would come up to the preamp here. I already went and disconnected that, but I did take pictures of where what color wire went to what connector up here. I've been reading on some forums. I'm guessing this is the preamp for the organ. And then this does have chorus on it. I'm assuming there's another tone generator in the back. This would turn that on and off, I'm assuming, with the action. But I'm slowly documenting everything as I dig in and take it apart. Now these wires here don't look very bad at all. They just, I don't know what the grease is. I don't know if that's just oil from the console or just that's what the wire does when it gets old. I'm not sure about that. I'm guessing this capacitor here, but I do get continuity across it when I put my multimeter on it. So basically what I'm worried about is right now is getting the power cable replaced so I can get, safe power to the unit. And then I'm going to buy myself some 6-wire cable. There was a gentleman at BB Oregon told me that a 20 conductor, or I'm sorry, a 20 gauge 6 conductor will do just fine. But I'm noticing on this old cable here, there's 2 smaller wires on the inside for I believe they went to the grounds. It was G and G. And I'm not sure why they would be smaller. I'm assuming they're signal cables, where this wire here, the white wire, and one of these other wires was most likely power out to the Leslie. So I'm just going to check the schematic on that and follow back. I'm just going to look at my pictures and put it back and forth as to what I find. But so far so good. I did fill the oil, like they said here on this little, I know everybody say like oil it once a year, but this thing probably hasn't been oiled forever. But this plate here says every 4 months, but I'm just going to fill it up to, it said fill the cups 3/4 of the way. And then I did find another set back in here that I'm assuming that's for the second generator for the chorus, but I did not fill those yet, but I'm going to fill those cups about 3/4 of the way full. Once again, all this wiring over here looks great. I don't see any reason to mess with that. Up in here, you can see where the drawbars are. All the solder joints look good. This one here is questionable. It looks like just from the fact of it being used and back and forth. And also the volume, I noticed at one point with the operator, it was hitting the wire. So I'm going to just look into maybe moving that around and just maybe cutting that wire and just getting a better solder joint on that, because there is some loose wires on that. But that's where I'm at so far. So I'm pretty excited. I'm not afraid to dig into this thing, but I am afraid of messing with, this is the tone generator, I'm assuming. I'm afraid of I don't want to take that out. But I did see where I could disconnect the preamp if I wanted to remove that out so I can get access back in the back to get the wire out, because I don't want to leave it in there. I would like to pull it through or even cut it out if I can, but I noticed there's cabling going from that point to this point, and it looks like this cover comes off, so I'm going to take that cover off and see maybe if there's a connector in there, I can just disconnect that and remove the preamp. So that's where I'm at. Hope you're having fun. I know I am.